Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So today we are going to be talking about fake coins. Now there is a fake coin on this table. Can you guess which one it is? If you're brand new to the world of coins and coin collecting, you might be forgiven if you got it wrong. But for those of you who are seasoned collectors, you can probably tell straight off the bat that it is this coin which is the fake one. You can just tell from the colour alone that it is different from the other 5 coins that I've got laid out on the table here. But I wanted to talk about fake coins in general today. I've done videos in the past about fake coins and I've showed some of the different tests that you can do at home very easily to detect some fake coins, which is an invaluable tool, certainly if you're buying lots of old coins off eBay where there are a large amount of fakes. But today I'm not really going to go through all of the different tests that you can do. I'm going to show a few of them, you know, weighing it and stuff and knowing your measurements and stuff about coins. But I more want to specifically talk about this particular fake and what it means and how to protect ourselves as kind of buyers. Now this coin was sent to me by a member of the Silver Forum, and it was sent specifically because they knew it was a fake, and you know, you can tell that it's a fake right off the bat. But as I said at the start of the video, if you're a brand new you know, coin collector, you might well be very you know, forgiven for making a mistake. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. So you can, if you've never seen a proper old school silver coin before, you might be forgiven for thinking this is a real one. It is very pretty, it looks amazing, the detail is stunning. This particular coin is a Gothic style crown, and if you can see here, I think it's on this side, down here on the right hand side of the coin you've got these numbers. Those are Roman numerals for the year, be 1847. Now if you did a quick Google search for a Gothic crown 1847, you would know that this is probably one of the most rarest coins in UK coin collecting, and you know, even poor specimens of this particular type of crown will go for thousands and thousands of pounds. So it's no shock that this coin has been targeted to create a fake, and a pretty intricate looking detailed fake at that as well. You know, it's much more in the interest of a forger to create something like this that they could maybe pass off for 50, 60 pounds and get a really, really quick hit and a bargain for them, than to try and fake something which is really very common out there that's not going to command as much of a high price, or not going to command the kind of greed factor that some people might think if they see an eBay auction ending for an 1847 Gothic crown. But it is most certainly fake, and there's many different ways that you can tell that. I mean, as I said, from a sort of seasoned stacker and seasoned coin collector perspective, you'll be able to tell very quickly. But for those of you out there who are new, it can be very tricky to distinguish the fakes from the real coins. In this particular situation, it is very obvious. You know, I think one of the kind of core principles of spotting fakes is be confident in your own gut feelings. So if you see a coin on eBay that looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. You know, always check the seller on eBay, and on, you know, even on other places like the forum. We've got feedback capabilities on the forum and things like that. Always check feedbacks of the sellers, you know, and ask them for additional information on coins if you're not sure. You know, any good seller worth their salt will put more information out there if asked, and provide, you know, evidence if it is a genuine coin or not. But if you were to buy something and then you have second thoughts on it, there are various different ways that you can test them. As I said, I've shown a lot of the different ways you can test them, but here's just one really very quick, simple way, and it's called the ping test. It is a really quick and easy thing. So you take a coin, balance it on your finger, and then just tap it. Now you hear there, it's kind of, there's a ding, and there's a ping that's coming out from it, and that sounds very nice. But when you get a real silver coin, and this is one of a similar size and date, listen to the difference. So you can hear it pinging on for ages. That's the sign of a true silver coin. So that's one thing that you can do at home. Another thing is to get a magnet out and see if it's got any ferrous material in it. Get a little neodymium magnet off eBay. This one doesn't have any ferrous metal in it, but it slides off the coin really fast when you compare it with a real silver coin, where it's fall down the coin a lot slower. So that's one easy fire way to do it. The other is to know your weights and measurements. So I would always recommend, and that's part of the fun I think of coin collecting generally, you know, you can really learn a lot about coins, and if you've seen something that you want to get involved in and you want to make, you know, collection of crowns or whatever, know what a crown weighs. Know that a Gothic crown like this should weigh 28.8 grams when completely brand new. So when it's got zero wear on it like this coin has, it should weigh 28.28 grams, and you can see here that this one weighs 28.97 grams, so it's quite a lot heavier. You know, it's not real at all. And when you put it in comparison to a slightly more worn old school crown, 27.67, that's about the right sort of level of wear that you can see on this coin. You can see that it's lost some of the raised areas of the coin, and the wear has basically shedded off some of the weight. Now, another thing which is important to look at is the edges of coins, because the edge of the coin is actually one of the hardest places on the coin to fake. A lot of the time that these fakers will have just simple plain rounds that will have a certain edge on them, and then they stamp with a die the different designs on them, whereas getting a really unique edge lettered piece like these is a lot harder to do. So if it's a really, really good fake, it'll have gone the whole hog to do that. And a Gothic crown has some nice edge lettering, and you can see here this is just a plain, a reeded edge coin, so it's definitely not a real one. So, that's one thing to look at. I guess the other thing is also to compare like for like. If you've got some of your existing coins already, you can check their thickness, for example. So you can see here, this particular coin is a lot thicker than its counterpart, which is supposed to be the same dimensions and weight. Whilst it's not a Gothic crown, this one is still dating from 1847, so it's a regular UK crown, and you can see the huge difference in thickness of the coin there, and that's just an indication that this is certainly not made of silver. Now, there is obviously another surefire way of doing it, and that is by doing a specific gravity test. That takes a little bit more time, and you have to have obviously the right scales. You have to do a few calculations and things, but that's probably the other surest fire way of telling if something is fake, if you're not sure from all of the other tests that you've done. So, what do you do when you have a fake coin in your collection? Well, there's a number of things that you can do as a buyer. If you've bought it off eBay, of course, there's a lot of protections which are afforded to buyers on eBay, and that's very, very handy. And I would highly recommend that you go and research how all of those returns type things work. Often, if somebody knows they're selling a fake coin, they're just trying to pull a fast one on eBay, and you get in touch, they probably won't even bother chasing around waiting for you to send the coin back. They'll probably just go, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know," and they'll refund you, job done, because this will have cost them not even a quid or something. It'll cost them 10p or something from Alibaba to buy 1,000 of these or something. So they won't care. And this is what I think happened in this particular situation. Perhaps the Silver Forum member bought this. I don't actually know the full story about it, so maybe he can comment on this video. But he bought this, or he got this, or he was sent this, and the seller didn't want it back, so he just kept it, and he thought he'd send it to me for an interesting video. Now, I have a plan for this coin, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. But basically, as a seller, if you're passing off a fake coin that you really genuinely don't know is a fake coin, then you really should be doing a bit more research on it. If you're a buyer that happens to buy a fake coin from a seller that doesn't know and it's a genuine mistake, then just bear in mind that people sometimes don't know. Maybe this was just found in a sock drawer of a long dead relative that they didn't know anything about, and they don't know about coins. So it's not everybody out there is out to get you. But at the same time, there's a lot of fake sellers out there on eBay, and if you do come across them and they're doing it, or it looks like they're doing it en masse, on volume, then just hit that report button on eBay. And the more times that individual buyers report sellers, the more eBay takes notice and gets rid of them. So that helps protect the whole community. But that's all about another topic entirely. Today we've got this fake coin, and what do you do with a fake coin? Now, there are some people out there who say that you should just get rid of it, you should destroy it or whatever. Some people keep a stash of fake coins to have in a small kind of lockbox as a decoy, and that's certainly that you can do. But I do know there's a lot of people out there who have strong feelings about whether or not fueling the economy of fake coins by buying a bunch of them to have in your decoy box is a good thing. I don't know. Today though, I've got some special plans for this fake coin, and it involves my stamping block, because this coin is completely worthless, completely useless, and I want to make sure that everybody who may come in touch with this coin in the future knows that. So we are going to mark this coin up as a horrible fake, and just generally as a horrible, horrible thing. This crown is horrible. We don't like it a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on it, and hopefully I can stamp this on camera with, because I haven't actually tried to stamp this, you see. I was going to stamp it. Oh, it does work. It works quite well, actually. I was worried that it might be some kind of really hard metal, and it would not work very well. Let's zoom in a little bit more so we can see what we're going to be stamping up here. So we're going to start by, if I can get my letters the right way around, we're going to start by stamping crown on it, because it's a crown. and we're going to go straight over Queen Victoria's face. But this is a surefire way that this coin will never ever get sold as a fake coin again. We seem to have gone out of focus. Maybe me bashing the camera or bashing the table pushed it out of focus. So this crown, and then we're going to have, finding my letters in my stamping block is always a challenge. That is an I, so we're going to put is. Managed to pick up the wrong letter. Here we go. It's always a challenge stamping on camera live. If any of you out there are budding silver pourers and stampers, you know what I mean. So we're going to do this crown is. It's amazing that I'm stamping and it's making the camera go out of focus. I think that's quite funny. I haven't seen that happen on my camera before. Maybe there's something wrong with the focusing. I don't know. I'll just keep track of it. So this crown is bad. Let's keep going back in focus. But yeah, I mean, fake coins are a scourge. I've picked up a couple in my time buying off eBay, and it is a sad fact of it, but I've never had a situation where I've really kind of lost a lot of money on it. There was one coin which I bought a very long time ago which turned out to be a complete fake, and I you know, you lose maybe 15 quid on it. It's not the end of the world, but if you are out there and you've made similar mistakes, I'd love to hear from you guys what you've done with it, how you handled the situation. Did you get your money back? It'd be great to hear from you about any fake coin stories that you have had in the past. I've just realised we missed a word at the start, so let's go back and let's make this a proper sentence. If we go... But yeah, so do share your stories in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this particular coin. If you've got any of these similar fake ones, it would be good to hear from you. Otherwise, if you haven't sort of subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do fun videos like this all the time, and if you haven't checked out some of the Silver Forum bar videos that I've been putting out recently, then please do go have a look. I've got a good one coming out tomorrow showing all of the bars which I've been making over the last couple of weeks or so. They've all just been finished, so make sure that you stick around and subscribe and hit that notification bell and you get that video tomorrow. But here we go. Here is the results. This will never be sold again as a fake crown. This crown is bad and fake. So there we go. If you like this video, please do put a thumbs up on it, share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful indeed. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the alarm bell, and you get a notification when I upload future videos. Otherwise, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.